Good morning, 9 o'clock. On January 19th, 2024, it's a Friday. I have a redirect set up to go to Carrie Holzman's show today. It's got an interesting show. Doug, why do you look so surprised? No, I didn't mean it that way. All right, I have audio confirmation. You didn't hear that. I'm unmuting the desktop audio, so SpeakerBot should work. Yeah, he's got a show with this. Let's see, bring this up over here. Not zero config, but zero something or other, where the motherboard has been redesigned in such a way so that the wires, your cable management, is a whole lot cleaner, simpler, and hidden. So that'll be interesting. I got no idea which button to push. Oh, this one. All right, so I got audio confirmation. I got a few things to talk about. I thought I might be doing something more with this today on the show, but no, I'm not going to do it because I got a few other topics. But anyway, the reason why that's still here is I was intending to deliver it yesterday, and towards the end of the afternoon, I was going to take it to her office and leave it at her desk last evening. And then I discovered a problem with it. I had it all configured, our Google account, Microsoft account, Microsoft 365, all that, all configured. And then I had one of those Windows Defender exclamation marks down in the bottom corner, and I went to resolve it, and I just got a blank white screen. And turns out I'm deducing that this is a problem with McAfee in some instances. Last Saturday, when we worked on this computer, we uninstalled McAfee. We made some configuration changes. I had made a backup, image backup of the computer after the work that we did last Saturday. So I restored that to the computer and found that it was working fine. After removing McAfee, it was Windows Defender was working fine, but it was not once I finished my client's configurations. Now I got to tell you, what I did is after the show last Saturday, I made a backup of that configuration, and then I did a factory reset to restore the computer to factory state because I wanted to see that, experience it. So I did that, and then I started building the computer forward from there. So that means that I uninstalled McAfee again, and then did configurations and configured the computer all the way up to where it was about ready to be delivered to the client. And then I discovered when I go to Windows Defender, I just get a blank white screen. Not quite just blank. Let me show you this. Let's go that button. And now if you go jump and do some Googling, you're going to come up with a bunch of stuff. You're going to come up with the same stuff I already came up with, and I already tried a bunch of things. None of them worked. And what this image that you're looking at right now is another factory restore. So this is back to factory state. The only thing that had changed at this point is I told it not to go to sleep. So McAfee is here, and WebAdvisor is here. Now, while McAfee is installed, if you go to, let's turn that off here. If you go into Windows Defender, you get this blank white screen. Well, that's because McAfee has taken over virus activities. Now, I actually haven't looked at a computer that has a successful installation of McAfee running that is, still up, configured. So I'm deducing that's the way it works. And now if I go into settings and then privacy and security, then Windows security, I can go into any of these items below the first one and just get this blank white screen. Well, the problem that I discovered yesterday, after I had the computer all configured for my client, I was getting that blank white screen. I didn't know then it was McAfee. I had to backtrack and find where did this problem show up. It appears that it showed up with McAfee. If I go into this first one, virus and threat protection, we get this message: page not available. Your IT administrator has limited access to some areas of this app, and the item
Hi,
tried.
Told you to use Revo to install programs or apps.
Okay, Zvi. I told you so. Oh, come on. Come on. Doug, do what I say or else you will have troubles. Come on, lighten up. Your IT administrator has limited access to some areas of this app, and the item you tried to access is not available. Now, if you've had this problem before and Revo was your solution, you didn't tell me that. Just saying. McAfee may also have a standalone uninstaller. Already done it. Already done the uninstaller app. I told you I've done a whole bunch of different things, including what MD Tech has. That didn't work either. I know you guys are going to go searching through things and saying, do this, do this, do this. Already been there. Already done that. Probably.
Doug, I am watching. Is that okay with you?
Yes, Chris. No math today. I'm assuming you were referring to my comment about math yesterday. I didn't specifically say you shouldn't watch. So anyway, this is the message. If you go search that, you'll find a bunch of hits. There's a bunch of different techniques, different ways to deal with this. I'm dealing with deleting registry entries, the uninstaller tool. I can't even remember all the things that I tried. Policy editor, yeah, but this is Windows Home. Now, and that's one of the things that kept coming up in the Google search. No, this is Windows Home. You don't do Policy Editor on Windows Home. And McAfee is the IT administrator in this case, apparently. And I went through, as far as Windows damage, I went through the what is that? Oh, the repair functions for Windows. Okay, I gotta stop looking at you guys because you're gonna tell me all the stuff I've already looked at. Now, it seems to me sometime in the past few months, we came across this IT administrator's limited access and the policy editor stuff for somebody else on this in our community that had Windows Home. I don't know if it was to Windows 10 Home or Windows 11 Home. I was trying to remember that to see what that is. My simple solution here is just to take what we did last Saturday and add the configurations for my client. That's the easy, simple way out of this. So that's what I'm gonna do. I need to stop following the squirrel on this one because I
have not had ever problems since I used Revo for 2 decades.
Fine. I've never had problem with my toilet paper, and I've used it for over 2 decades. For a person to never have had a problem with something and then say that if I would have used that, then I wouldn't have had a problem. Sorry, doesn't cut it for me. Not at all. I've done the McAfee removal tool too. Okay, stop reading the chat, Doug, because that's not going to get me anywhere. I've been there. I've been there. I've used Revo too and had no issues. I have not had issues when I've used Revo. That doesn't mean you have to use Revo every time. And that doesn't guarantee that you will never have troubles if you always do everything with Revo. Logic, come on. What is wrong with McAfee? Alice asks. Yes. Back in the days of Windows 95, it was really important to have a third-party antivirus product because Microsoft was not doing very well with it at all. But over time, every third-party antivirus product and
I agree with you, Doug.
And thank you, Chris. Every antivirus product has caused troubles because they are not made by Microsoft. My deduction is why. Microsoft Windows Defender does fine. It takes care, it protects you just fine. The other products are just trying to justify their existence. They keep hitting you with if you use their free version or their what? The license that comes with your computer, they're going to hit you with more advertising and stuff because they're trying to make money off of you. They're trying to justify their existence. It's just not needed. Okay, now let me move on because we can argue about that for a long time. I'm kind of wondering, how could I demonstrate why the revo? See, if I take, okay, here's what I could do. I could take the damaged instance of my client configuration and use Revo uninstaller with it. And if that fixes the problem, I will tip my hat to you. Okay, I'll try that. I bet you it's not going to do it. We'll see. Yes, Selden, I turned off the announcement of the username because it was just taking more time and it didn't give me a chance to acknowledge the person. If the bot says the name, and I don't always hear it very clearly because it doesn't come through very well, so I turned that off. So when somebody says something, I will look at the message and then acknowledge their name myself. That's the intention. All right. Now, let's get on to something else. Email came in this morning from Tim Cruz. And I'm not going to read it all. I'll put it on screen.
Who said that?
He gives, who said what, Ran? Who said that? Who said what, Ran? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I'm not going to read through all his paragraph. He gives us an update about his health condition. TMI, too much information for me to go through. But the reason why he sent this is primarily because he did another new account.
Doug said it.
Doug said it. John says Doug said it. Okay. I'm moving away from McAfee right now. Moving away. So this is a picture that Tim Cruz sent through. It wasn't letting me comment on your live stream on my new account on your new channel. So this comment he made apparently with one of his accounts that already has approval. And I want to just use this opportunity to show how this goes. Then on this one, he's showing, well, it's this live commentary mode. And if you're on a cell phone, it shows as live commentary mode. If you're on a computer, it reads some other way. And the cause of this is, it's in the description of my videos, instructing people what to do. I'm referring to the troll. And if you want to participate in the chat room during live streams, you will need to make a comment on any of my videos. Tim has done that, and I'm going to show what happens when somebody does that. If I come over here to channel comments, I don't have any comment here from Tim, but I go to held for review because he's not an approved commenter yet. And here is his comment. This is his new channel. It wasn't letting me comment on your live stream on my new account for your channel I made. If you could please fix it, I really appreciate it a lot. So apparently this is his new channel since it came up and held for review because he's not an approved commenter yet. So the way what I do here is click on this check mark for approve, and that moves that comment over to the publish section. Then I can come over to the 3 dots and always approve comments from this user. That's what makes him an approved user. So now with this account, he should be able to participate in the chat room and make comments on videos, and they would come through. While we're here, well, let's see, I'll give him a thumbs up and a heart. Connor Bacon on this how to upgrade Windows 10 Home to Pro says worked for me. Thank you. Simple and informative. Give him a thumb up and a heart. These two I'm holding on to because I think those are either bot accounts or troll accounts. One of those was created on the same day that the comment was made, and these two were kind of similar comments and that weird generic username. Who creates a YouTube account and uses the default user? All right. And here's some stuff from Google about this whole moderated chat thing. And this has cleaned up the chat room, really made it nice. It's almost like Carrie Holzman's members chat. Jim making a comment, McAfee is unnecessary these days. Windows Defender works just fine, doesn't bog down the system. Yeah, McAfee and all the others, they bog down the system with stuff they're trying to do in the background. And then sometimes an update doesn't match up very well with Windows updates. All right, has anybody recollected the issue that we encountered within the last number of few months, was somebody having your IT administrator has restricted this. Did anybody come up with that? Let's make this bigger. Move that keyboard out of the way, that mouse out of the way. Let's see. Seems like there's something else. Oh, yes. Another thing is the topic yesterday. Relax, Chris. I'm not going to go into the math. I said I was going to get back connected to that client's computer and check on the recalc configuration on that computer. I did not get a chance to do that yesterday, so I don't have more information on that. A topic that I'm thinking that I may have for tomorrow, Saturday, I'm very interested in finding some automation, some method that I can use to collect the transcripts from my videos, from prior videos, so that I can collect them and make them searchable. I can put them on my website. Yeah, a lot of you don't know I actually have a website for LiveWindowsTraining.com, but I haven't done anything with it for a long time. So let me show you what I mean. Some of you might have ideas on this in particular. I'm going to pull up one of my old videos. Ooh, well, this one has the same jacket and a blue shirt. Not the same blue shirt. But when you go down into the description section, there's this transcript down here, shows transcript. And then when you click on that, that brings the transcript into this window. Currently it has the timestamps on. If you come up here to the three dots, you can turn off the timestamps, get it without timestamps. What I'd like to do is come up with an automated way that will go through all of my videos and copy the transcript to some other place. And I'll be putting it on my website. It's what I like to do so that I can do a search, because it occurred to me yesterday that it'd be really nice if I could do a search for that IT administrator has restricted. If I could search for that, I could easily find the place where I spoke about that during a show in the last many months or a year. I think there's also a download. No, that's downloading the video. I think they used to have a download script. I don't think they have download script anymore, but it occurs to me there might be an API that has ability for downloading it. So if anyone's interested in doing some investigation on that, I'd be even interested in, well, maybe paying somebody to come up with a program to do that. Now, the problem with doing that, like if you just use a Windows macro type programming language, there was something that I was using a while back to launch all my apps in the morning. I don't remember what that was called. But anyway, if it's something that actually interacts with the screen and you program it to go click the show transcript button and then program it to copy everything, that's only going to work until YouTube changes the way they do this again. And that type of interaction is kind of slow. That kind of automation is kind of slow. Now I saw this new comment coming down here. Mike 400 post, Spiceworks registry setting. I went through a bunch of registry settings. Yeah. Let's see which one this is. Well, not seeing. This is the question somebody's asking. Recovery media, that's not the answer. Did he just say specifically Mike 400? So I'll do Control F, paste that. Mike 400 does not show up, which just means it's not quite written that way. January 11th, 2024. January 11th, 2024. Where's the dates? Oh, there. 10th, 11th. January 11th. That's not the name he wants. Mike 400. The original post was January 10th. Okay, so it's new. All right, so maybe it's down at the bottom. January 11th. Yeah, so Mike 400. Where's Mike 400? There's Mike 400. Local group policy editor, admin templates. That's assuming you got a pro version. Group policy editor is on a pro version. That won't work on a home version. Windows secure threat and protection under threat not configured. Yeah, no, that's really basic. Not gonna do it. But thank you. Try to remove, uninstall Xbox Game Bar in your traditional way. Xbox Game Bar. Okay. Try to remove. You think Xbox Game Bar is causing this problem? Did I
see if you have a Windows South System 32 group policy folder on the computer?
See if you have a Windows System 32 from Rand Israel. Oops, wrong one. But Group Policy Editor, it essentially makes changes to registry. And the registry edits that I went through yesterday based on other instructions were accomplishing the same thing about this this thing that was said here about not configuring virus and threat protection. What's in the registry deletions accomplish that same thing. Okay, so anyway, you're asking if well, you want to see Windows System 32 group policy folder. Okay.
Nothing to do with antivirus.
System 32. Let's press the G. Group policy folder. Folder is empty. Now it's probably, there may be hidden files, but again, it's Windows Home. You can't go directly into Group Policy Editor. There's a backdoor way to make that work in Home, but what Group Policies does is it makes changes to registry. As I understand. Let's come back here. Remove, okay, Xbox. What's Game Bar used for? Third-party software. Try to remove, uninstall Xbox Game Bar.
It's because of Home Edition that I'm asking. If there's content in that folder, something else put it there.
Well, when the Windows is this, I'm suspecting all Windows systems is going to have that group policy editor because Pro is just turning on the Pro functions. It's the same operating system, just turning on the Pro functions. Xbox Game Bar. Okay, so it's not an installed program, it's an app. Settings, apps. Now, McAfee is still installed. Now, one of my intentions here was to go back and look the order that I uninstalled things last Saturday, and
can't you get a spreadsheet for that, Lola?
In the same way this time. Spreadsheet, Martin. All right. Installed apps, Xbox. Live, Xbox. Now he specifically said Xbox Game Bar. Uninstall Xbox Game Bar. Traditional way, okay? Did I? Are you actually proposing that this is going to fix that Windows Defender? I'm a little reluctant. You're seeing that I'm reluctant to go there because I haven't made a backup of this fresh factory image, and it takes a long time for this factory image to restore to. I'm looking at Zavi, what you got? Install McAfee. That is very much. I was very attracted to that. That was definitely something I was attracted to doing. Yeah, Greg M. Yep, I've been to that registry item. How to remove McAfee products. Let's see, if your Mac was pre-installed on your PC, activate it before removal. That was one of my thoughts, that maybe it wasn't, I didn't go far enough along with the McAfee after restoring to factory state. If your McAfee product was pre-installed on your PC, activate it before removal. Before you remove, activate before removal ensures that you keep your right to use it. Well, they're not saying that you need to do that in order to uninstall it. How to remove McAfee. Option 1, option 2. Use a standard removal. Remove using the McAfee consumer product removal tool. I'm going to go back through these. Because actually the McAfee uninstall tool I used, it wasn't directly from
Xbox
McAfee.
Game Bar. It is about using Revo to uninstall to remove it.
Okay, Zavi, let me understand what you're saying there. Xbox Game Bar, it is about using Revo to uninstall to remove it. Okay, so you're telling me that if I use this, I think what you're trying to communicate here is that if I use the standard Windows method for uninstalling Xbox Game Bar, it won't work, and that I would need to use Revo. That's what I'm understanding you to tell me here. Regarding transcripts, Louis Cahill. Hello, Louis. Welcome. I don't recognize your name as seeing you very often, but you're in blue,
Yes.
so you're a moderator. And Zavi says yes. Okay, thank you for clarifying that, Zavi. Yeah, because when you, I thought you were suggesting that as a way to fix this Windows Defender. Doug, regarding your transcripts from your videos, Adobe Premiere Pro has a transcript option you could use. No, I'm not attracted to that, because that means Adobe Premiere can make a transcript out of a video. That means I got to go do it for every one of my videos. I don't want something that I have to go do work for on every one of my videos. No, that's not going to work. Do it. YouTube has already made a transcript of all of my videos. It's there. Now it may not be as good as what Adobe would do, but I don't need that. I'm not trying to, put a closed captioning of my own. I just want to take the work that YouTube has already done and gather it at the touch of a button across all my videos. I don't want to have to manually go to each one of my videos and grab the transcript. That's just too time consuming. Thank you, Lewis, though, for trying to give an answer there. Okay. So yeah, I am going to pursue this, but I'm not going to do it during a live show because there's just too much to keep up with. I think I'm about ready to shut down. And I see did the streamer bot ever put in that information it was supposed to put into chat? Instructions for how to become an approved commenter. And I tried a different method of doing it today. I tried it once on my Fortnite channel, and it spoke the message. I don't want it to speak the message. I don't see anything in here from the bot. Yeah. And I will go back and read through the message. I know you guys have been, trying to respond to my questions and such, and that I haven't got to them today. All right, I'm going to go ahead and shut down. Catch any last comments. Yeah, been there. All right, that'll do it. Thank you for participating. If you got any topic requests for tomorrow, you can send them by email, or any other questions that you want me or the chat room to address. And I'll let you know what became of this computer. All right, have a good day, everybody. Goodbye.